Ding dong. Hello.
Hey Joe, how are you doing? I'm Jaime with John Wayne
I'm
Service
doing
Company.
great. I'm doing great. How you doing?
Pleasure to meet you. Good.
Yeah.
How's your day going?
It's going really good, actually.
Good. So, what are you looking to accomplish today?
Well, today we have a problem with the air heating system, and I need to get some prices on, get estimates on a new one. Just trying to get some estimates today.
Okay. So just to confirm, we're just getting some estimates. We're not doing any work on the system or replacing it.
Well, I'd like to get something figured out today because I am. Right now the system's down, and thank goodness it got a little warm weather this week.
Yeah, we have.
But it's not working right now, so I got to do something. But I want to do something before, Thanksgiving. So it only needs me a couple of days. I don't want to be here on Wednesday, but with the cooking turkey and stuff like that.
Yeah, you want to do that.
No, I got to get this thing done.
So just to be clear, what are we looking at doing today?
I got to get this thing actually figure out what it would take to get a new one put in actually as soon as possible.
Before Thanksgiving?
Yeah, before Thanksgiving. Yeah. So
Gotcha.
you want to take a look at it with me?
Yeah, let's take a look.
Yeah, it's over here, right here,
Right.
the Binford equipment.
Great. Well, let me ask you this, Joe. Do you have a company or a friend or relative that normally does the work?
First, who found that?
Who found the problem first with the system?
Well, I was on a business trip out to in Louisiana, and my wife was here by herself, and she had, when it got to that cold snap last week, we had that really
Yes.
cold weather, the vortex came down here. She was suffering. It was cold in here.
Yeah, what did she say?
She said that you got to come home because it's cold. And I said, well, I'm on this business trip, and she's like, well, figures you're never here when we need you. And she hung up on me.
Oh,
Yeah, it was terrible.
what was that like?
It's terrible because it's stressful because I got my son who's got asthma and my daughter's got eczema, and Julie, she works so hard. I don't really blame her. She's just stressed. She has her job at the medical clinic, and then she's here by herself, and I just feel bad for her. And then her mom came over and helped out, so it all worked out okay. But I just feel bad that I stressed out the whole family like that. I feel like I could have been a better father, really.
Well, Joe, I appreciate you sharing that with me, but think of it this way: they should be proud to have a father like you to take care of the family, especially your wife and kids.
It's so nice of you to say that. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. You want a cup of coffee or something?
Please.
Get your cup of coffee
Thank
here.
you.
There we go. Yeah. So that's what's going on. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
So let me ask you this, Joe. Do you have a company that normally comes out to service your system, or maybe a friend or a relative that does it for you?
We do. We have a company, Acme, who normally does it. They actually came out and looked at it a couple of days ago, and that's what the problem was. When they came, that's what we just have been holding up on it since Acme was out here.
How do you like their service?
Not too good, actually. I don't want to get into it, but it wasn't too good.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Off the record, just so we don't make the same mistake, could you tell me what happened?
Yeah, the guy came out here that day when we had no heat. He told me he had a cracked heat exchanger. That's why we didn't do anything with the furnace yet. And his boss came out and he said, okay, I'm going to email you some prices. And then he said he emailed them, but then we never got it,
Oh, wow.
And then my wife called up a couple times and he said, what do you, don't you know how to use email? And I said, no, we know how to use it. And so he goes, I don't know what's wrong with you people. I said, what do you mean you people? And I said, because he thinks we're from the north. I guess he thinks we're, I said, everybody from the north always is impatient. I said, impatient? It's been a week and we haven't got our estimate yet. I said, we want to use your company to try and give you money. He goes, ugh. He said, don't you have, so it turned out it was in my spam folder, and of course, we found it eventually, but we were so fed up with that whole, just the way he treated us with disrespect. I just didn't like that for me.
Well, that's terrible.
That's not the way I like to deal with people.
That's terrible, Joe. Did you happen to call the manager of the company?
I did. I called the manager, and he wouldn't. That's the guy who was a little rough around the edges there, actually. And I tried calling the owner. He wouldn't take my calls, so I was just a little bit. I was pretty upset, So we've been without heat for like a week and a half now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, Joe, let me ask you, do you think you'd give him a second chance?
No, I'm done with this, Jaime. I'm not dealing with that kind of a scenario. I don't need that kind of stress in my life. I already got stress from the whole situation. I'm stressed up to here, you know what I'm saying?
I can only imagine. Are you sure you won't use him again?
No, I'm done with that 100%, yeah. That's why I called John Wayne finally.
Well, appreciate that. Thank you. How'd you find our company, by the way?
Well, we saw you on TV quite a bit, and we have also has a couple of our friends have used you guys before.
Yeah, who was that?
We had one of my neighbors, It was Ruth Kruger. She used you guys. She said you guys were top notch.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
Ruth,
great.
Ruth loves you guys.
What else did she say?
She said you guys were not the cheapest company. I guess she's known is Don the guy who owns the company?
Yes,
She went,
Don
she went to high school with him,
Oh.
you know, so she knows.
How many-
And he said that they were buddies back in school, and her husband and Don used to hang around, and so she says you're just good people, you know, good people who are, you know, good values, and that you don't apologize for really good stuff that you do, and it's not cheaper, but it's good. That's what
Wow.
she said, yeah.
That's awesome. Is it okay if I call Ruth later and just let her know, just tell her thank you
Would
for
you?
those kind words?
You tell Ruth I said hi. She's gonna really like you, I tell you that. She thinks there will be a John Wayne. She's your biggest fan, you know what I'm saying?
Great. Awesome. Thank you.
Tell her I said hi, okay?
Thank you. Well, thank you for saying those nice things about our company too.
Oh,
And
my-
just thank you for doing what you
My
do.
pleasure, my pleasure. You want to refill on that coffee?
Yeah, why not?
Refill it, there you go.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. So what'd you come up with, Jaime? Something nice and easy? What'd you have there?
Well, I've got some bad news. It's not looking very, very good.
Oh, no.
But the good thing I will say, Joe, is I do have some solutions for
Well,
you.
good, good. What's the problem you're finding?
Right now, you've got a design fault in your air distribution system.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and my greatest fear is that if we only fix your furnace, it's actually going to create other issues to your components in your system.
Oh, God. How come the other guy didn't tell me that?
I'm not sure, maybe he didn't know or didn't care.
Oh, my God. I don't know. He didn't know. Probably. He just didn't know.
Yeah. Well, the good thing I will say, Joe, is that we can offer you 2 premium, 2 mid-grade, and 2 economical solutions to
Okay.
choose from.
Okay.
And I can tell you, just full disclosure, the first option, the premium option that I'm going to show you is, it may be too much, maybe too premium, too much service for you. But don't worry, we've got some more economical systems that may be kind of what you're thinking of.
Perfect, yeah.
Okay? If you could just do me one favor, if you could just choose an option that's right for you and your family.
Perfect. What do you got there? Show me what you got.
All right, so let's take a look here.
Mhm.
And the system the premium system that we have here is our John Wayne, the Duke, Joe Stress-Free Elite Series system. So this particular system fixes the immediate issues, plus provides ultra-high efficiency. It also offers a maximum energy savings and cutting-edge technology.
Oh, well, why did we do that one?
Yeah, we definitely can.
Well, so why did we do that one?
Why did we do this one? We did this one basically because of you, Joe. I mean, you said earlier you were stressed out
Yeah,
about
yeah.
the system, and we want to make sure we give you peace of mind.
That's why it's the highest quality one?
Correct.
What else does it have?
This one also it includes an intelligent thermostat, wireless carbon monoxide detector, and as well as a flood protection system.
Oh, wow.
Yes, it also comes with a 5-stage indoor air quality, because I know, between Wyatt and Karen, with their issues that they
Yeah,
have, we want to make sure that we can provide them with great indoor air quality.
Oh my God, that's perfect. That's really good. What else does it have?
So this one also notifies you as well with those components that you have in your house, especially with the wireless flood protection and the carbon monoxide detector. In the event there is a problem, it will actually send you a push notification to your phone, notify you and John Wayne that there is a problem.
Wow, I like that better.
Yeah.
What else has it got? Anything else?
So we've also got a 10-year can't write a check warranty, which basically we also include a 10-year anything breaks warranty, which is really great because if anything happens to the system, we're going to send a technician right out. So for the next 10 years, we take the worry off of your shoulders and we put it on ours.
Wow. That sounds great.
We do that because we want to make sure that you're taken care of.
That's good, honey.
Yeah, we also offer a maintenance package as well. So for the next 10 years, we're going to be coming out once a year, checking your heating, your cooling, making sure your system's running efficiently, changing out your filters and bulbs. And we're going to do that for the next 10 years. Let me ask you this: if you had already had the system in your home, and say it's year 9, and it's Christmas Eve, 32 degrees out, 10 o'clock at night, how much do you think we would have to charge you to come out to make those repairs?
Probably $1,000 or more.
Yeah, you'd actually wouldn't pay a dime, Joe.
Really?
Yes, we'd come out and fix it, and there wouldn't be a charge, because it's covered with this 10-year England brakes warranty.
That's the one that Don recommends. That's
Absolutely.
What are you talking about? for that
So
one?
how much do you think a system, this is our premium system, this is the Duke. How much do you think a system like this would cost?
Well, I'm almost afraid to ask you. I don't even know. I'm not good with numbers like that. How much are they talking about?
Well, what if I told you it cost $40,000?
I figure about it. That's about right. Is that it?
No, it's actually $28,248.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
And we've got monthly payments of $311.
Well, $311 a month, huh?
Yes, sir.
Interesting. You got the other ones or no?
We've got other options as well, so
I see.
economical ones there. So what should we do, John?
Is there any way you can email all this stuff to me?
I can actually do one better for you. Do you think that top option's a little bit too expensive?
No, I like that one actually.
What do you like about it?
I mean, it gives me a 10-year warranty on a service and everything with it. I mean, you're taking care of everything here at Jaime. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir, we sure are. What should we do?
Jeez. Is this competitive? If I were to shop around, would I find a cheaper price?
Well, I will say, Joe, we've actually shopped the entire San Antonio market. So all of these options here are comparable to what you would find at any other company in the San Antonio area. And not only that, these are actually custom designed for you and your family, including Julie, Wyatt, and Karen. What should we do?
Can you do anything on that price? Can you break it from 28,000 down to like 25,000? Take like 32.48 off.
I can actually do one better. Instead of the Duke, we could go with our Patriot system.
Down here?
Yes.
Oh, you got their one there. Okay. 18,000. No, I don't like that. I like to get the better one.
What should we do?
My wife's not here, you know what I'm saying, Jaime?
I hear you, Joe. How long you been married to Julie?
23 years.
Yeah. Well, you know her better than anybody. So, what do you think she would think if she was sitting here next to us? What do you think she would want? Do you think she want more premium, mid-grade, or economical?
She'd go with the top one there.
What should we do?
That's the one she'd want. This one right here, yeah. This is everything I get, huh? So can I get the heat on before Thanksgiving though? That's the question.
I'd have to check with our calendar to see if we can fit you in. If we could fit you in before Thanksgiving like you want, what would happen then?
That's what I want.
You want that?
There. I guess all my ductwork and everything, right?
That includes a new Superior ADS system, that includes a new indoor-outdoor unit, everything that we talked about.
It's the Duke. I want the Duke.
Okay. How would you like to secure your payment for that?
I think I'm just going to pay the 28,000 on my American Express. I'll get points on that if I do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if we could take that card, what would happen then?
I just do that. 28,248. I like that one.
Okay, and just to be clear, Joe, we do have more economical systems
No, I like-
that are a little bit cheaper, but
I like this one here. This is the best one.
all right, well, we can take your payment and secure your date.
Let's do it.
All right.
Nice job, Jaime. Perfect.
Thanks.
They aced it. 100%.
Thank you.
1,000%. You were just as good as Mike or the other ones. Very good.